Hi, I'm Mr. McGuire, and I'm going to be your art teacher for this semester. Welcome to second grade art. I want to take you through the class a little bit and tell you a little bit about myself and a little bit about the class. First of all, I operate the class through my home studio. Here you'll see we have lots of cool drawing supplies, printmaking stuff. I've got a great library and lots of cool papers. Over behind me, you'll see brushes and oil paints. Here I've got my sculpture area. We've got leather crafting down here. Over here, I've got tempera paints and watercolors. And over where you can't see, we've got oil paints and easels set up all over the place. It's going to be a fun class. We're going to make some cool stuff, and I think you'll enjoy it. I want to show you how to navigate the class, so hopefully you'll find it to be easy and so sort of self-explanatory. But when it's not, you need to come see me. I'll help you out at all times. The first place you're going to stop is the things to know about the Canvas art class. Now, most of the stuff you're going to find in this is going to be very similar to what you've had in your other classes. How to navigate the modules and that sort of thing. A couple of things that may be different that I want to tell you about I've changed. Um, there are pre-tests that they talk about. I've eliminated those. You won't have to take those pre-tests. They confuse students very often and just made it a little more difficult. We don't need that. The other thing is I've taken out the end of the module quizzes. At the end of the quiz, at the end of each module, there was a very complicated assessment that had you looking for stuff in the modules instead of really understanding the concepts. So we're going to do assessments in a discussion base. You're going to come into the discussion based meeting and you and I are going to talk about what you've learned. This way, you won't have to worry about taking those assessments and whether or not you'll do well or not. I can promise you, you're going to do great in my assessments because if you don't know the answers, I'm going to show you where you can go get them. You're going to find those answers and come back. You'll get an A every time. I can promise you. All right. So, understanding that those lessons sort of build on each other. Throughout the modules, you're going to see you might do a little drawing as part A. Part B might be you add some color to that drawing. Part C, you might cut that drawing out. And part D, you might paste that onto another piece of paper and make a collage with it. That's kind of how these assignments go. They sort of build on each other and culminate in that final project that you'll turn in for the module. But again, you won't have to take those hard assessments at the end. So don't worry about it if it mentions those. You also want to start taking a look at these very colorful buttons because this is how you get through everything in my class. The first button is Meet Mr. McGuire. And while it has a little information about me that you might be interested in, this red link here is my link to my email address. This should be your best friend. If you have questions or need help at any time, please don't hesitate to hit that link and come see me. Send me an email and I will respond as soon as I possibly can. The most important button is probably this Zoom meetings button. This is going to explain not only when you should be coming to class, it's got the link for how you'll get there. So first of all, you should understand that the second grade has two different meeting times that you can choose from on Monday. On Mondays, we'll do a walkthrough of your modules, which means I'll go through page by page, showing you what to pay most attention to, and maybe give you some suggestions of different materials you can use to complete the assignments. The first option you have is 9:45 to 10:30. The second is from 1:45 until 2:30. Again, choose just one of those meetings, whichever one fits your meeting schedule better, and attend that one. If for some reason you can't attend the meeting, I'll show you in a moment where I post those videos so you can watch when you have time. The second day of the week we meet is going to be Wednesdays, and that's a session that goes from 1 until 2:30. It's an hour and a half long. You need to come at some point during that meeting and show me what you're working on and your assignment and show me how far along you are. Or you can start with us at 1 o'clock and I'll do the project throughout that hour and a half. And as students come in, we'll look at what they've done and sort of compare and give them ideas on how to finish. So at some point you need to come in. You don't have to stay for the whole time, but you need to come in long enough to get a little answer to the attendance question to show that you attended, or you need to uh, submit that assignment and demonstrate that you watched a little video that shows that you attended the class. All right. So those are the module lesson Mondays and the make day Wednesdays. The discussion based assessments, when we are going to talk to each other and learn a little bit more about what you've understood in the modules, you come whenever it's convenient for you when that meeting is available. You don't have to set up an appointment and you don't have to be expected to be somewhere at a specific time. It really never works out very well on Zoom in my experience. Okay, So when is that discussion-based assessment? Well, you can come Monday through Thursday between 10:30 and 12, or Fridays between 9 and 12, or 12:30 and 2:30. Any of those times, that meeting is open. That's also a good time to just come and see me if you have questions or need help getting caught up in something. So how do you get to the class? Well, this little colorful picture is actually the link that brings you to my classroom meeting. You can also click this red button that'll take you to the classroom meeting. Down here, I've provided a schedule of when I have classes. My meeting starts about 8 o'clock in the morning and runs pretty much till about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And so during that time, you can come into the office or to the meeting, but you'll know that there'll be other classes there very often. I've got first grade, second grade, excuse me, second grade and third grade. I also have seventh and eighth, and all of them have multiple meetings. So you can see there's lots of little times that if you come in, I'll probably be having a different class at that time. I also block out orange spaces for STLP, and we're going to have a lot of time blocked out for doing individual one-on-one lessons with STLP students. That should be you. At the end, I'll tell you more about STLP. Hopefully, you'll decide to join. Okay, so the next button that we're going to look at, let's go back to the home, is the weekly modules video. And this weekly modules video is how you're going to get into your modules and actually do the work that's associated with the class. The first thing you want to know is that there's a little link here to a video that'll show you how to navigate those modules, and one to show you how to submit work. You want to submit either a JPEG image or a document file. The attendance question of the week is how we'll monitor whether or not you're coming to class and attending like you should. Again, you want to try to attend a live Zoom session. If you can't, I'm going to post those videos dated by the weeks that they occur here. So you can come and watch the video, and then once you've watched the video, you can enter the module and begin. There's also a recommended materials list. So each module will have a different list of materials that are recommended for your class. I have put those there specifically, but I'm also going to give you some alternatives when you come to class because some of those materials are a little strange. You probably won't have everything they require. All right, the next thing you should know about is the little button that says Demo Videos and Lessons for Fun. I've got a lot of students that like to do more art than they even provide in the modules. This is where you can find it. You can find some just fun lessons to do. My daughter and I did most of these together, and you'll get to see her create some of these things. There's also cool videos that can help you out with assignments, like the color wheel demo or the Chrome Canvas demo that shows you how to use cool applications online to make art. So here you'll find things hopefully to supplement what you're learning in the modules. The next thing you'll want to look at is the Art Gallery button. Now, the Art Gallery button won't be set up until our class begins, but it's our collaboration where you can post art that you've done for other students to see. Last but not least is the supply list. And it really doesn't just take you to the supply list, but to a lot of things you might want to know about the course, including the course syllabus and so forth. The materials list is where I derive that materials list that you'll see for each of the modules. So you'll see that information repeated here again. That's a little bit about how you'll navigate through the actual classroom. The last link I want to show you is the VLA STLP link. This link will take you to a video that's processing right now and isn't ready to show yet, but it will be here momentarily. But the STLP is an opportunity for students who enjoy working with technology to do something fun that they control. STLP students choose their own projects. They decide what they're going to do, they choose how they're going to do it, they select applications they would like to use, and I'll teach them how to use them. So if you think you'd be interested in animation, doing digital paintings, or creating your own games, come see me, send me an email, and I will put you in the course for the STLP. Guys, I'm looking forward to having you in class. Please don't hesitate to send me an email. Let me know that you're as excited as I am. See ya.